All right. We have now shared everything to where it needs to be shared. So that way our adoring public can join us. So let's start with how this round went, because before we get to the sneaky, sneaky, snaky, snaky, we have a final six Inquisition to tend to, right? You've got to make it there first. So, Scott, tell the viewers at home, what happened during this round?
Where do I begin? We did a challenge where we had to memorize a series of images with a loved one and then answer questions about each image. Um, and it was fun. They were cute little animals.
All right. Mike, you have a look of despair on your face. Tell me, for you, how did this round go?
This round was quiet. I guess because there's not that many people left, you know. I guess I think we all can agree we're used to like talking with people, and it's less people now. So it was oddly eerie, you know.
All right. For a man that is never quiet, Wes, tell me, was this round quiet for you?
I'd say it was like little bits and waves of stuff with fairly long gaps of nothing. It's kind of my perspective here. Am I muted?
No, you're not muted.
Yep.
All right. Ren, nobody really seems to be given much. Tell me, what is going on right now? Why is this Inquisition so quiet?
It's chaos. Nobody knows where anybody's vote is. It's literally the most chaotic thing I've ever done in my life. I've heard everybody's name. I'm scared it's my name. I didn't start hearing things until like not 5 minutes ago. That's such a fucking lie. Until like 3, 4 hours ago. And then everything just went to shit. So do I know who's safe tonight? Absolutely not. It's chaotic, Topher. That's what it is.
Sanam, talk to me about this chaos. Why does everything go to shit in the last 5 minutes?
Because Prod likes to do mean things like give us a snake vote, and so we have to consider like, okay, who's most likely to get the snake? Are they more likely to go for me if I'm here or if they're gone? How do we think about this when we know literally nothing? Wesley was bringing up, like, what are the calculations that go into the snake vote? I still don't fully understand how it works. So we're all confused. And I think even without that, there still would have been chaos because, like, obviously everybody wants to make it. But not only do we have two people leaving, one of the people leaving is going to be voted out by an unknown entity because Proud likes to screw with us.
Max, how much does that unknown entity play a factor into the first vote?
Sorry. I think it will play a factor because it's kind of like the what will the person do if the person won Snake and gets voted out? Are they gonna be vengeful? Are they just gonna go do whatever they want? Or if they stay in the game, are they gonna do whatever they want? Are they gonna be snipery? Are they gonna be I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. There's so many variables that play into it, and so it's really just like a game of Russian roulette. You're loading one in the chamber and seeing what happens, you know?
All right, Scott, as we play this game of Russian roulette, we're all concerned about the snake. Do you feel personally that you've done enough to not get snaked?
I don't think there's a way that anybody can know. Like, we don't know who has it. We don't know what they're going to do. Um, this is that situation, I feel like, where someone has immunity and Jeff goes, would you feel safe tonight? And if somebody says yes, then they are sorely mistaken. Like, we have no way to know what is about to happen. Um, and you can run all the numbers you want. It's not going to give you any information. You have no way to know. So I think we're all just like, Hoping for the best.
Mike, we're in a potential whirlwind here, right? Everything is going to go spinning about, but then at the end, we will be at the final four. All the work may have paid off. So, explain to me, in your perception, how does that feel? What does that make you think?
Anxious, because we're not there yet. But also relieved because the journey is ending, but also sad, because this was a great game and I personally had a great time playing with all these people. So, yeah.
Wesley, how have you prepared personally for the inevitable snake twist if you are still here?
I'm not at this point. The snake hasn't happened yet. It's kind of like I do have some idea of if I survive this round, what I am going to say during the snake weird campaigning where it could be theoretically a juror or a player. But like other than that, like there's not much you can do other than like make sure you're not someone's primary pick. And you kind of have to like in your head kind of think based on the little information we have, who's most likely, but you can never truly be sure.
Renee, you will have an opportunity to plead to save yourself. Is it just as important to try to save yourself as it is to try to maybe throw somebody else under the bus?
If you think it's going to benefit your game, then maybe throw the person under the bus. But I personally won't be doing that. If it's my time to go, it's my time to go. I don't think I can change. Like I feel like everybody has a personal vendetta or like a game perspective if they're the snake. Like we've all been thinking about it. So I don't think me saying anything is going to change your mind. So I'm a beg, don't get me wrong. I'm a beg to stay. But if I ain't staying, then that's just how it goes. It's been a good run.
So now, would it be better if it was somebody on the jury or somebody still in the game?
I don't think that either one's inherently better or worse for any of us. I think that the way that whoever is the snake votes would be different, but I don't think we know how that would go. So, like, for example, if I knew Jeff were the snake or like a juror, I'm going to assume that they're going to go for personal vendetta or to protect their ally. If it's somebody still in the game, they're probably going to take out someone that's a threat or someone that someone else thinks is a threat to strengthen some alliance. But I mean, either way, all of those still are just as different as the people who could have them. So while I think the motivation behind who gets the snake vote will differ based off of if the person is here or gone, I don't think that there's any way to predict where that would go to know if one's better or worse.
All right. And last but not least, Max, give us an overall overview. What should everybody consider for this first vote prior to the snake situation?
Who do you want in your end game? Who do you want to compete in these final challenges against? I mean, I really think this is the final time where it's time to really crack down and decide what your actual end game, end goal is.
Right. Well, before we vote, does anybody have anything else that they need to say?
Aren't we having fun? This is so stressful.
My heart is not definitely not like beating out my chest right now.
I'm having a blast. I don't know about
You
you.
have immunity.
Only for the first half, though.
Love you.
For 5 more minutes. And then it's over.
Valid.
This is my favorite night of the season. The previous seasons, there have been tears, there have been middle fingers, there have been words of anger, and there has been out and outright giving up. All of them, any range of reaction could take place. And that's what we're here for, to put you human beings through the paces for our own personal entertainment. And you signed up for it. So here we go. Without further ado, it is time to vote. I am going to go off camera and mute myself. While I am away, you may feel free to talk about anything except for this vote and the game. Bump your vote to the top of your pro chat thing.
Shout out to the horses that we apparently just drove past that I missed because I was busy stressing about this game. Love y'all.
My dad's from Iraq, and I was disappointed when he said camels were not a daily occurrence. It's like a more cool thing you see on a road trip, not like a thing you would see regularly. Like, disappointing. What's the point of even being in the Middle East if you don't see a camel every day?
Shout out to my friend for playing Nicki Minaj in the car, and it took me this long to realize it. This
Which
does not
song?
look like the kind of man that listens to Nicki Minaj.
What song is it?
I don't want to say this on camera. It's called Swalla, Swalla, featuring
Oh wow,
Jason
it's an
Derulo.
album
La, la,
cut, not like
la.
a single.
I
That
hate
means-
everything about this.
That means gazelle in Swahili.
That makes me feel better.
Shout out to Jackie from Padlock.
Shout out to my brother and his now wife on their honeymoon and all that. Like where I'm awkwardly liking all their all their Facebook stories, and I don't know if that's creepy or not.
Well, I mean, it's your brother, so I think it's okay.
Shout out to my prod guest Jess, and shout out to my family, and shout out to Jerry, and shout out to everyone.
Instead of like, what if instead of a shout out, you just screamed?
And
Like,
for
you just
and for a
you
joke
just
for literally
shouted
only
out.
Cam, shout out to Mickey's prod guest.
I'm just
Shout out
gonna
to
shout
Thor.
out.
Happy birthday, America. Oh, sorry, Scott.
Oh, it's okay. Do your thing.
Is it July 4th? No, that's tomorrow. It's July 4th
Oh,
Eve
I
now.
was preempted. Happy birthday.
I'm shouting out. Ah!
Though I think July 2nd was the day they actually wrote the Declaration of Independence. Like, literally July 4th was just when they moved it to fancier paper.
Listen, someone's gonna finish this weekend without a hand, so I feel bad for that person.
Is that a hand?
Because fireworks in your backyard.
I mean,
I saw a girl yesterday. She got hit in the face with a firework. She was like, I think we're too close. And I guess they backfired and like got all over the crowd that was there. Everybody's safe. Everybody's like mild injuries, but thank goodness she thought to say something and like turn away because otherwise it could have been a lot worse. But
I mean-
guys, keep your faces away from fireworks.
We used to
Maybe
play
don't-
this. We used to play this game called Harry Potter, where you would like point Roman candles at each other. And then like I burned a hole through something, and then we decided it was time to stop playing.
I remember I still sometimes hear random fireworks in an area where I live where fireworks are like definitely illegal. But it's always very weird, interesting. Like,
We have the votes inside of this ancient Incan Peruvian face-painted warrior's head. It died a gruesome death back in the day, trying to sacrifice itself so you guys could play this game in the jungle. It invented the idle board.
not really a worthwhile risk.
Blame the head. All right. So, if anybody has a hidden immunity idol, would like to play it, or any other relevant advantage, now is the time to do so. Excellent. I will read the votes. Once I read the votes, the player with the most votes will have fallen prey to the predators in the jungle. They will have a moment to speak their piece, and then they will go off camera. You will not leave the Zoom immediately because your services may still be needed. All right, I will read the votes.
So far, read the votes. Jesus.
Hey, my time. First vote,
Sorry.
Wesley. Wesley, 2 votes, Wesley. Sanam. Mike, 2 votes, Wesley. 1 vote, Sanam. 1 vote, Mike. Sanam. 2 votes, Sanam. 2 votes, Wesley. 1 vote, Mike. 1 vote left. Mike, we have a tie. 2 votes Wesley, 2 votes Mike, 2 votes Sanam. That means Wesley, Mike, and Sanam, none of you can vote. And the rest will have to go and cast a revote for either Wesley, Mike, or Sanam. But before you do, you will each have a moment to say why you should stay in this game. Mike, we'll start with you.
I should stay in this game because, like, I think you guys would be like, I don't think it would make sense like getting rid of me because like the jury doesn't like me. Like the jury fucking hates me. Like, and if I get in Final Five, I'm pretty sure Nick H is going to take me out because I am pretty sure he has the snake vote. I am a shield for the snake vote. It does not make sense for y'all to take me. Like, Sanam is going to win this game. Like, do you guys realize that she pulled off so many moves and has been clocking everyone and has been running the game? Like, are you serious? So, I'm sorry, like, if I'm on jury, that's what I'm casting my vote for. Like, I think that makes so much sense. Sanam, you have played a phenomenal game. Like, I think it's pretty clear. So I said my piece. She can bring up Jeff all she wants, but I can bring up Nick H. I can bring up Cam. I can bring up, let's see, Brooke. So all I'm gonna say is like be fucking for real. That's all. Thank you.
All right, Sanam.
I think I should stay because I will be a really petty snake vote if I get it. I'm kidding. I think that I also played a good game. I don't know that I deserve as much credit as Mike's giving me, but I'll take it. Thank you. But you also just pointed out like 3 votes you were in on that I wasn't. I think that, I mean, all of you have had conversations with me today and half of you lied. So like, now it's time to get it right because if I do stick around, I will hold a grudge. I'm so sorry. But I feel like I've been really as truthful to my alliances until my alliances have betrayed me as possible. So up until the point where I found out people were making deals behind my back, I played exactly how I said I would to the people I said I would. So if you're one of those people, you're good. And frankly, at the end game, it's going to come down to the snake vote and then who wins challenges. And I feel like you'd rather have me on your side. But I mean, Mike just listed a bunch of votes to make him the bigger threat.
No, because those people are not
Right, Wesley, it is your turn.
I don't see an overwhelming reason to get rid of Pierre. I'm guessing this is a split vote thing or something along that line. But other than that, I am going to point out that I have not been great with the jury and all that, but also that I do think it is important to consider here that the fact that that we want to kind of think of the snake tactically and make sure we have some kind of range of what kind of logic the snake will be doing. So just gonna vaguely say that without too much explanation.
All right. Now, the rest of you, Scott, Max, Renique, you can only vote for Michael, Wesley, or Sanam. So please go to your project and recast your vote for one of the 3. The 3 of you that have votes cannot vote. I will be back. I'm going to go off camera and mute myself. Remember, there's no talking about this game on the vote.
Just a reminder, no talking about the game with each other, even in your chats.
All right. Once again, I have the votes. This time, once the votes are read, the decision is final. The adventurer with the most votes will have fallen prey to the predators in the jungle. They will have a moment to speak their piece, and then they must leave the Zoom immediately. If there is a tie again, we will immediately go to rocks. All right, I will read the votes. First vote. Sanam. Next player to have fallen prey to the predators in the jungle, and our next member of our jury, Sanam. Sanam, you may speak your piece.
This has been such a fun game. I'm super salty that y'all are liars, but like I'm super proud of you for playing the game and making me like think for a second I had a chance. It's honestly been so much fun. I do hope I get the snake vote because I'm gonna come after y'all though. Love you guys.
You ate so much.
Thank you, Sanam. Please do not go anywhere because you might be needed. All right. The final six is now over, and now we are at the final five. How is this going to work? So, what is going to happen is you are each going to have a minute to plead your case. A minute exactly as to why you should or should not be snaked, or maybe who should else be snaked. It's your minute, it's your time to do it. All right? And then at the end of that minute, the snake will be revealed. They will make the decision as to whom they would like to snake. Once that happens, the person that they have bitten will get 2 minutes to defend themselves and a chance to get the snake to change their mind. If during that 2 minutes you invoke somebody else's name, they will have the right to speak up. So, for instance, if Sean snakes Jen, and Jen is biting Krisan, and Krisan mentions Susie and says Susie's name, Susie is allowed to then speak up and defend herself. The 2 minutes still counts down, and at the end of 2 minutes, everybody is done talking, and the snake will then make their final decision. Is everybody clear on the rules?
Yeah. But no one snake me though. Please.
Susie's clear on the rules, but are the rest of you clear on the rules? All right, hold on 1 second. Let me randomize you as far as who's going to get to speak first.
Topher,
Yes.
weren't we gonna share the video?
Oh, yes, we can share the video. Let's do it. Who's sharing the video?
Yay.
While I'm randomizing you, here's a little teaser as to what life has been like for a previous Kaleidoscope player.
Can't hear. Share computer audio.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna see Morgan's face.
You might need to stop sharing and then screen share again.
Can you
And
hear
do-
I literally have so much respect for, and I literally love them. They're probably my best friend here as well at the moment. But at the end of the day, this is a game, and I do want to make the decision that I believe is the best decision for me moving forward. So saying that, unfortunately, I'm going to have to vote for Erin.
All right. Oh my God. Shit, I really don't know, guys. All right. Basically, I'm just kind of go off of who I think is playing the best game here, and who I think
they could probably easily persuade the jury in getting them to win. Oh, I'm such a dick. Oh my god, I don't know. Shit. Oh my god. Oh shit. All right. Oh man. I'm going to have to cast my vote for. Oh man. I'm so sorry, Morgan.
Okay. I'm not going to monologue for too long. Obviously, I have said that I've had this for a while, so I have had time to think and really ponder about what I'm going to do. This person, I would say, has been like my biggest competition. They're an amazing player of the game. I obviously love each and every one of you so much. And this decision is a very hard decision. But I have sadly said that I am voting Karen. I'm sorry.
I blame one person more so than anyone else for why I left the game, because they knew Crispy had an idol and could have saved me. So that person's Karen. I'm aiming at her because I think she's the number one reason I'm sitting here, and I would have never, ever taken her out if we were both here.
Which means, William, you must either stab either Andrew or Nova. Please make your choice now, and remember that they will then have 2 minutes to defend themselves, whoever you choose.
I think it's pretty clear from what I stated earlier. I'll be using my vote to eliminate Andrew.
Period.
All right. So, as you have seen, some rather impressive dramatic moments, some incredible costumes on your host's behalf that just get better every season. Here we are, the moment of truth. Let's randomize you. Hold on 1 second. Really love drama here. Oh my god. All right, I'm gonna hit randomize 3 times. Okay. All right. We have Ren, Mike, Scott, Max, and Wesley. So, give me pulling up the timer. One minute on the clock.
Wait, Papa. No. Before I start, what am I doing again? I'm saying why I should be voted out, right?
You are going to plead your case.
Okay.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. Hello, everybody. So I'm just going to keep it short and simple. I feel like coming into this game, I had very little expectations for myself about how far I've made it. And I've been loyal up until one point. I've always stuck to my word up until one point where I stabbed Nick H in the back. And all I have to say is, I'm sorry for that. It was just a gameplay because we were talking and you were just saying like, the only person that can beat you is Sanam. And I shut up, Ramesh. Okay. And like, yeah, the only person that can beat you is Sanam. So I was just saying like, I don't know. I've just been loyal, and Nick H was purely a gameplay, and I hope you could respect that. And voting, yeah, that's all I was saying. All right, that's all. I'm done. Thank you. Bye.
And time. Okay. Next up is Mike in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so I will address like possible snake people. So Nick H, I just wanted to let you know, like after that vote, I know you may have thought like some of the stuff I said like before the vote was personal, and I just wanted to let you know that I did like take myself out like from the day because I did actually need that space, but I did also know about the vote being you, because of the whole like all the discussions. But I was not in like playing the game and texting the entire time that entire day. But I was in on the blind side. But I'm just letting you know the personal stuff wasn't to like deter you to like or anything. That actually was true, and I want to let you know about that. Let's see who else. Sanam, I hope that you don't snake me. But I had a great time playing with you. And who else could probably be the snake? Cam, I'm sorry, as well.
All right, Mike, that is your time. Next up is Scott. 3, 2, 1, go.
We have to consider, of the 5 people that are left, who deserves a chance at the end to be a representative of this season. I started this game with the rule that I was not going to waste people's time. Any personal conversations I've had with anybody was legitimate and was genuine because I am here to meet people. This has also been a trolley problem where I have been confronted with numerous instances of having to decide, do I make this move or do I make that move? And sometimes the move I made was not the one I necessarily wanted to make, but I knew it was the one that I needed to make. I don't know if that speaks to anybody, but I think as game players, all of us, those of us who are in and those of us who are on the jury, that is always the goal that we've all had. So you have to decide, is the person that you take out somebody that's going to represent whatever ideals you have as far as a game player? Or is it going to be somebody who doesn't?
All right, that's time. Next up is Max in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey y'all. So, I guess when I first started this game, I originally was like, I'm not gonna get very far. I don't know what's gonna happen. I wasn't really feeling it, you know. Just because like, you know, I have a 4-month-old. She's 4 months today, actually. But besides the point, it was just really gonna be a bumpy ride. And I know I've been here and there and yes and no, but I've loved every moment of this game and I want to keep going. It's been an absolute blast. I honestly am so happy I did it through the Tilly crying when I'm trying to do a challenge or whatever's going on. It's been a blast, so I'd love to continue. So please, please, please don't snake me because I have a snake of my own. Those bites hurt. They aren't fun. So I'd like to not have it happen to me now. Thank you. Much love.
All right. And last but not least is Wesley in 3, 2, 1, go.
First off, I'd like to clarify that I know I'm not the greatest social person. I'm bad at text conversation, and I've been bad at juggling messages throughout this game. But I've been putting my whole heart in, and I've been playing my game kind of around my skill set. I'll go into that more if I make it to finale. But also, I do want to say that everything I've made has been strategic. Like I don't like there was very good logic behind my decision this round. So I'll go into that more later on, and nothing personal with anyone.
Okay. Is that your time?
Yep.
All right. And Wesley yields. So now, my lovely wife, Jennifer Baxter, please reveal who completed the snake challenge and is even eligible to be the snake.
Not Jennifer Baxter. That's crazy. Okay, so as you guys know, anybody in the entire jury has the potential to be the snake. So we had all of you compete in this competition. Your goal was to complete it in less than 10 minutes. And we have 4 of you that have completed it. Those 4 are Jeff, Nick, Sanam, and Scott. So one of you is the snake. How it's determined, again, is based on trust rankings for the season. And it was very close. Very, 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 very close. Like the averages, I mean, like it's very close. And I'll show you all after the season, because you'll be gagged at how close it actually is. But with that being said, let's see here. So Jeff, you are not the snake. Scott, you are not the snake. And it comes down to Sanam and Nick, our two most recent jurors. And with a literal, like, less than a tenth of a percentage, I don't know if that's the right wordage, whatever. The snake is Nick.
All right. Nick H, please come on camera. But before you announce Nick H, you may come on camera.
Morning.
All right. But before you announce who you are going to bite as the snake of the season, if anybody has a hidden immunity idol, this is the very last time that you can play it, and it will shield you from the snake's bite.
I play my hidden immunity idol for myself.
I can confirm that Mike has found a hidden immunity idol, and Mike cannot be snaked. So, anybody other than Mike, meaning Scott, Wesley, Renee, or Max, are eligible to be snaked. Nick, you may speak your piece and tell us who you would like to snake. And once you've made that decision, they will have 2 minutes to defend themselves. And again, if they invoke the name of another, that person may unmute and speak up to also defend themselves. And then at the end of that 2 minutes, you will be asked to make your final decision. Do you understand?
I think so.
All right. Walk us through who you are going to bite and then tell us who you bite.
All right. Hi everyone. My day one ride or die was Sanam. So I expected her to be in this position that I'm in, but if it wasn't her being in this position, I thought maybe it would be me, and if it were me, I would have been acting to try and get her the win. I think you probably, in a GameBot sense, done the right thing in getting rid of her. That's the first thing I would say. Until about 5 minutes ago, I had the vote to get to take me out wrong. I thought Scott had flipped on me, and actually it was you, Ren. No hard feelings. Maybe we got our wires crossed on what I said about only Sanam could beat me. I'm not sure, but that's okay. I'm not worried about that. My vote is not going to be for Scott or Ren to be the snake. And so really it comes down to, I suppose, someone who I think has a stronger case of being the sole survivor of this season versus someone who I think would be an easier beat. And given the absence of Sanam, I think what I'm going to say is that my snake vote will be for Wesley.
Right, Wesley, your 2 minutes begins now.
I just want to say that I've been a loyal player. I think I do have a decent case at the end game here, but more than people might give me credit for. But I also feel like, also at this point, I've been like very hardworking, and like I've been working with the circumstances I've been given, and I've tried to work with the skill set I have. So but also like I'm not the biggest threat in the board, so I don't see like the upside of me being the person who is a snake is taken out here, but I also downside of taking out the biggest pawn on the board. From the either perspective, I don't really see the decision. I know we were not too personally close, but I did make sure an expert reach out to you. It was just our time zone and our scheduling being uniquely bad. And that was with all my situation and your time and the times you were available. I tried to call you multiple times, it just didn't quite work out. So whatever, I can understand your decision, but I would still love to stay. I don't know how much time I have left.
You have a minute left.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I just feel like like this round, I did specifically try to save Sanan, but not because I was Sanan's pawn. Specifically, my strategy was involving kind of not realizing that Mike would have the I would work with the snake thing, but basically I wanted to take Mike out here to ensure that we would have a bigger, easier option of Scott or something for the snake round, and that Phantom is easier to beat in challenges for endgame. And Mike plan with a cutter at 4, and if you want immunity there, hope with the finals 2 and cutter at 3. I am playing to win. I'm playing for the best situation I have. I'm playing with the hand I have dealt with socially, strategically, in the situation I am. I'm just playing my heart out. But I also know that I've kind of not been the greatest socially, but I also know that like I'm rambling.
All right.
Just make the decision you think will make the most interesting end game. Make the decision with your heart, with like you think will like make things worthwhile to you.
Okay, Wesley, thank you. Nick, make your final bite.
Yeah, I suppose I might have kind of suspected a bit more of a sell on one or two others. Look, I appreciate your words, Wesley, but my decision stands.
All right, Wesley, you have been bitten. You have fallen prey to the predators in the jungle. You may now speak your piece, and then you must leave the Zoom immediately.
Well, I guess this is kind of a position of honor, despite probably having a pretty bad FDC case. But I guess this is kind of better than being 0 votes or 2 votes or whatever. Have a good day, y'all.
Thank you, Wesley. All right, if my final 4 will hold on tight, and everybody else, you may leave us. Thank you, Nick. Your duties are done. Congrats on making it to the final 4. You have come a long way in this game. And now from this point forward, it is a clean game. No more idols in play. No more advantages. Just simply 1 or more challenges. And then the opportunity to plead your case to the rest of your fallen prey as to why you deserve to be the apex predator. Stay tuned. We'll keep your scheduling posted. But for everybody else